A very good morning, dear children. Today we are going to learn a very important topic in English grammar, that is reported speech. Children, there are two ways in which we can say what the speaker said. One is in direct way and another is in indirect way. So when we quote what the speaker said by using his exact words, the uh, uh, sentence is said to be in direct speech, and when we quote what the speaker said without using his exact words, okay, so the sentence is said to be in indirect speech. So simply children, just keep it in mind, in direct speech we quote the exact words of the speaker, and in indirect speech we say what the speaker said without using his actual words, but we don't change the meaning here. Okay, meaning remains the same, but only the words change. In direct speech we quote the direct words spoken by the speaker, and in indirect speech we don't use his actual words. Okay, so children, just keep it in mind, while converting direct to indirect, there are some changes, like we remove the inverted commas from while changing direct speech into indirect, and we place a reporting verb said, okay, uh, before the conjunction that, we use this reporting verb said, and the tense changes, pronoun also changes, and the words which express time, like example, now changes to then, today changes to that day, tonight changes to that night, last night changes to previous night, tomorrow changes to following day, just changes to then. Okay, so these are the words which express time and place. Okay, so these things, children, you have to learn it. So these it changes. Okay, so next, as I told you, tense also changes. So see children, simple present changes to simple past, and present perfect changes to past perfect, present perfect continuous changes to past perfect continuous, simple past changes to past perfect, past continuous changes to past perfect continuous. Okay, so one thing children, present changes to past, and past simple changes to past perfect, and past continuous changes to past perfect continuous. So these are the changes of tense. And one thing children, when there is a general truth or when there is a habitual action, there is no change in the reporter speech. Like for example, if I say the teacher said Asia is the biggest continent, okay, so it remains the same. The teacher said that Asia is the biggest continent. Here the tense does not change, as it is a general truth. Okay, so for general truth and for habitual actions, the tense does not change. Okay. Okay, so children, one more thing I just wanted to tell you. Yes, change of pronouns. Yeah. Okay, so while changing pronoun, children, suppose in direct speech, children, you know that there are three persons in English grammar: first person, second person, and third person. Okay, so whenever the pronouns uh, of first person are given in direct speech, so they change according to the gender of the subject of the reporting verb. Okay, and whenever there is a second person, it changes into the person and gender of the object of the reporting verb, and third person pronouns does not change. Okay, so first person changes according to the gender of the subject of the reporting verb. Okay, whenever there's a first person in direct speech, you just have to see the gender of the subject of the reporting verb, and whenever there's a second person in the direct speech, while changing into indirect, you just have to see the gender of the object of the reporting verb. Okay, for first person you have to see the subject, and for second person you have to see the object. Okay, I'm just telling you about the gender. Okay, like sometimes you're confused like whether it is he or she. Okay, so at that time don't get confused. Whenever there's first person, you'll follow the subject of the reporting verb, and whenever there's second person, you'll follow the object of the reporting verb. Fine. And third person does not change. Okay, there is no change in third person. Okay, so children, let's move further. Okay, so let us take one example here. Then let's move forward. Okay, suppose, see here. Yes, she said Natasha wants to become a doctor. So, what is the answer? She said that Natasha wanted to become a doctor. Okay, so see here, children. She said Natasha wants to become a doctor. She said that Natasha wanted to become a doctor. So, see here, children. Here in these sentences, while changing from direct to indirect, we have removed quotations and we have placed conjunction that and wants. Simple present changes to simple past, wants changes to wanted. Okay, so the sentence will be she said that Natasha wanted to become a doctor. Okay, these rules I taught you. You have to remove the quotations and you have to place conjunction that, and tense changes. As want, it is present tense, simple present changes to simple past, so want changes to wanted. Okay, so this is in case of assertive sentence. Now let us move to another type of sentence. Yes, let's move to interrogative sentence. Okay, so see children, in interrogative sentence there are two questions. One, it is one starting with WH word and another starting with helping verb. Suppose if a question is beginning with a helping verb, okay, suppose a question is beginning with a helping verb, then you will be using conjunction if or whether. Okay, so after the reporting verb you will be using conjunction if or whether. And here children, the reporting verb also changes. As in assertive sentence we use the reporting verb said. Okay, so here in place of said you can write words like, because this is an interrogative sentence, you can write words like asked, inquired, wondered. Okay, so because this is a interrogative sentence, so here the reporting verb also changes and the conjunction also changes. Okay, so see children, keep it in mind. If a sentence is beginning with yes or no question, then only you will be placing these what do you call it, conjunctions if or whether. Okay, when it is starting with yes or no question, so you will be using this conjunction if or whether. Okay. Okay children, let's move further. Yes, and suppose if it is starting with WH word, then omission of conjunction. You will not use any conjunction. Like for example, he said to me, where do you live? He asked me where I live. See, just note one thing children, here we did not use any conjunction because it is starting with WH word. Fine. And here we have used conjunction asked. I told you it changes according to the sentence. Okay, so not conjunction, reporting verb. Okay, so here the reporting verb changes according to the sentence. So it's a question, so he asked. If it's an inquiry, he inquired. Okay, so it changes, reporting verb changes according to the sentence. Okay, so here because it is starting with WH word, there won't be any conjunction. But if the sentence is starting with yes or no question, okay, if it is starting with yes or no question, if it is starting with helping verb, then you will be using conjunction if or whether. Let's take an example. Okay, Suresh said to Sanya, are you coming to the movie today? Okay, so Suresh asked. Why we have used the reporting verb ask? Because it's an interrogative sentence. And here, see children, we have used conjunction if because it is starting with helping verb. Whenever the sentence is starting with helping verb, we use conjunction if. And whenever the sentence is starting with WH word, we don't use any conjunction. Here, omission of conjunction. Here, no conjunction. Okay, whenever it is starting with WH word. But whenever it is starting with helping verb like is, am, are, will, was, are, have. Okay, so at that time you will be using conjunction if or whether. Fine. Okay. Next, coming to exclamatory sentences. So here also children, in exclamatory sentences also the reporting verb changes according to the sentence. Okay, you can use reporting verb like exclaimed, declared, wished. Okay, suppose if he had exclaimed in joy, you can write he exclaimed in joy. Okay, suppose it's a wish, you can write he wished. Okay, so here the reporting verb changes according to the sentence. Because it's an exclamatory sentence, you will be changing the reporting, you will be using the reporting verbs like exclaimed, declared or wished. Okay, and here the what do you call it, conjunction reporting verb is exclaimed, declared and wished. Here the conjunction remains the same. Okay, it is that only. He said that. As I told you, in interrogative we use conjunction if or whether. Here you will be using the conjunction that only. Let's take an example. He said what a beautiful sunset. So here how do we change it? He said that. Here we use the reporting verb said and the conjunction that. Okay, he said that it was a beautiful sunset. Okay, or you can also write he exclaimed with delight. Okay, he exclaimed with delight that it was a beautiful sunset. So here the conjunction we use is that. Okay, in assertive sentence also we use conjunction that, and in exclamatory sentence also we use conjunction that. Okay, only in interrogative we use if or whether. Okay, so children, let's move further. Yes. Okay. Last statement is one more statement is imperative statement. Children, in this we use conjunction to. As I told you, in interrogative we use conjunction if or whether, and in assertive we use conjunction that. Okay, and in exclamatory also we use conjunction that, but in imperative we use conjunction to. Okay, and here the reporting verb also changes according to the sentence. If it's a command, imperative sentences are sentences which shows command, request or order, very well. Okay, so if a sentence is related to command, you can use a reporting verb like command. Okay, or warned or agreed or advised. Okay, it depends on the sentence. Okay, so you can change the reporting verb according to the sentence, and the conjunction which you will use is to. Okay, here we use conjunction to. Okay, so these were the rules of the speech, children. Hope you have understood well. Okay, and see children, the first page you can go through the rules. Okay, here all the rules are given. Okay, once you can go through and understand. Okay children, hope you have understood. So by this we end this chapter. Goodbye children, have a nice day. Thank you.